Hey, morning, Jerod. Hope you're staying dry this morning. I know it hasn't been too bad yet.
No, it's okay. I'm inside all day today, but same to you.
Just curious how things went for you guys down in Philadelphia. You know, the two joint practices and the game itself. And I mean, in retrospect, do you take more from the joint practices, or I mean, are there little bits kind of scattered throughout?
I thought it was great. I think our guys really got a lot of good quality reps against a totally different scheme than they're used to seeing. And it kind of tested just our fundamentals and also just our philosophy to see how it kind of stacks up against another team. And it also breaks up the monotony of camp going against the same guys over and over again. So it was a great trip, a great time for the guys to really, spend a lot of time together as well and build that camaraderie. So I definitely think it was a successful trip.
I know you've told us a lot, like you guys are a game plan defense. Just that process as you're in training camp, how does it kind of evolve as you head toward the season? I mean, is that something you're kind of actively talking about, discussing? Do guys surprise you? Do you have kind of a sense of what you want to do? Or is it the kind of thing where you're just trying to get through training camp and then in a couple of weeks, you'll kind of sit down and see where the chips have all fallen and kind of put it together?
No, right now we're really just focused on fundamentals first and foremost, and also laying just a foundation of calls and the foundation of just, schemes. And so, yes, we are a game plan defense, but there are things that are fundamental to the way that we play defense here the last 20 years. And we have to get good at those before we can even think about moving on to something else. But really, it's all about fundamentals, taking on blocks, tackling, just running, doing, the simple things at a high level on a consistent basis. Like that is our primary goal.
I mean, how much do you learn about guys as you get into training camp? Are you surprised often, like when you kind of get going, like guys come in, maybe they've gotten better, maybe they've gotten worse? Just how often do you find yourself just generally being surprised about how guys are performing one way or the other?
I wouldn't say I feel surprised. I would say, some guys do surprise you. Now, like if it's a significant jump, obviously, they've been training hard in the offseason. They just look totally different. I mean, that's a huge surprise, but a pleasant surprise. I guess we can go to the other extreme. If a guy comes in out of shape, you're kind of like, but you kind of have a good feel for him. You're never away from these guys for too long where you're really just totally blindsided by their weight or by their, style of play. But I will say this, like we've been blessed with a great group of guys who are true professionals, right? So, and we have a good mix of older and younger guys, guys just kind of picking off of each other. So it's, I wouldn't say surprise at all.
Yeah. Just keep going. A couple more just specific guys. I mean, Bentley got a ton of experience last year. Just what how have you seen that kind of manifest itself here in this next season? Seems like he's been making plays on the ball and just continues to seem to grow in the system.
Yeah, Bentley, I mean, he's been doing a heck of a job for us. Not only, obviously he's out there, he's playing fast, making a bunch of tackles, a bunch of plays, not only in the game, but also in the practices, right? And so he's playing at a very high level. Now it's, we got to keep it there. We got to keep it there and continue to build on this. We're nowhere near where we'll be in October or November. So we just got to continue to progress, but he's doing a heck of a job for us, both on and off the field.
Well, he ditched 51. What was up with that? I
mean, just a slap in my face, right? Hey, now he's better though. It is what it is.
Gave Ronnie a chance, right? Now he's got big shoes to fill. One more for you. Just Harvey, thought he had a real good game, was real active, just seemed to be all over the place. I'm not sure if you were here when he was here originally, but just kind of what have you seen from him?
Yeah, so this is my first interaction with Harvey this year. Harvey is, let's talk about him physically, at first. Like he's big, fast, strong, can do a lot of different things. And obviously he's a tremendous asset in the kicking game. But also, I will, going back to your question about surprise, I'm surprised just his natural ability off the ball. And that's where you really start to see his athleticism shine. So he's doing a good job for us. Anytime, we lost, when we lost Raekwon, it's like, it's very tough, but he was doing a great job for us as well. But Harvey's done a good job really stepping up into that role.
Oh, cool. That's all I got for you, Jerod, unless anyone else wants to jump in.
Perfect. Now the cameras
any
are
more
off.
questions?
The
all right.
one-on-one.
No, we're all good. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jerod.